We're a couple standing guys tonight.
All right, sounds good. Well, I wanted to start, guys, by just telling people a little bit what I'm doing here. So for the past, it's going on 4 weeks now, almost a month now. I've been doing these live videos with local business owners here in Southwest Florida. I have a big following on my Instagram, and I was thinking of ways that I could give back to the community. And the way that I thought of giving back would be to do these live videos with business owners so that they can showcase their businesses, their services, their products, and hopefully get customers into their doors. My goal is that if I get one customer in your building, then, I kind of did my job in helping my community as much as I can, right? And I'm fortunate enough to be connected to some, entertainers, some former players, some current players. So as a token and of appreciation to the people that followed throughout the week, all these lives, I try to have on the weekend, a singer or an athlete or someone that can tell us a little bit about their career too. So it's been super fun. It's I get to learn a lot about people, about businesses. Get some entertainment time as well. So this is what I'm doing, just so that people are aware of it. And if you're a local Southwest Florida business owner here and you're looking to do this, feel free to reach out to me, and I'll be more than glad to do it as well. But that's enough about me. I kind of want to bring you guys in and have you guys introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit of who you are.
Awesome. Great. So I'm Chef Z.
I'm Anthony.
And we are first and foremost family. Anthony and I are cousins. The only unfortunate part about it is he's from New York and I'm from the Boston area.
A little bit of a rivalry
there. Baseball season.
And I'm a Yankee fan, so come on.
And I'm diehard Red Sox. So. But
I'll have to stick with Chef Z on this one because I'm from Boston, so
Boom. See, that's why I stood on this side closer to you.
All right, Felipe. We'll see what happens at the end.
So listen, we most people that know us first they know us from the Sizzle Truck. We're 6 years in with the Sizzle Truck, and after 5 years, we sat down and decided that we need to do a little expansion. So we came in here. We opened up 485 Degrees. Those people that know us from the Sizzle Truck, they know the Red Sox-Yankee rivalry, and it's deep and hard.
Sure is.
We're filled with a lot of love.
But I get beat up all the time, so. Right.
He does. I'm relentless. But then you know how the Boston goes,
and it's not
right?
just from him. It's from everybody. It's most people in Florida are from Boston, so.
So we had the Sizzle Truck for 5 years, and we're known for our steak and cheese. It's a New England style steak and cheese. And those of you that don't know it, you should come down to either 485 Degrees or find the Sizzle Truck. We're still not opening the truck right away. Our steak and cheese is tenderloin, and it's cubed, and it's done like we do up in New England. Sort of like those steak tips that everybody talks about, but we got it in a sandwich. And we have our chicken souvlaki. Anthony's the Italian in the family, and I'm the Greek.
Yeah.
So we're both, how long you been here?
Here in Florida,
Yeah.
30 years.
30 years. So we're both 30-year Floridians, Naples, 30-year Naples. Anthony was up in Port Charlotte for a while, and then he came down here before we actually started the business. Well, about 10 years before.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we've got the chicken souvlaki from my Greek background and our shrimp po' boy. Those are our 3 staple sandwiches. And then we've got our porchetta. That's our 4th staple sandwich. We roast a porchetta every day. We just serve it up differently. Our first porchetta coming out of the gate we did with a Asiago cheese spread, baby arugula, and sweet peppers that we put on, pickled sweet peppers on top with the garlic aioli. So the thing about us is we are a 100% scratch kitchen. We do everything from scratch. One of the things that we like to tell people is a pickle on a sandwich, we made it. So aside from our 4 signature sandwiches, we've got a bunch of things that we do all the time. We change up the middle of our menu all the time. We run about 8 to 10 sandwiches on the menu. That's about it. And then we've got our hand-cut French fries and our onion rings that we make from scratch. They're dynamite onion rings. You can get a banh mi here. Sometimes we'll have a banh mi on the menu.
One of my favorite sandwiches right
Yeah.
there, the banh mi.
We'll do a hatch chili meatloaf sandwich. We've done some short rib sandwiches. We've done all different
Cuban
kinds.
inspired sandwich.
Our version of a Cuban sandwich. And we mix it up. So it's 100% scratch kitchen. You just got to come on down and check it out. It's nothing like it in Naples because we're small. We've got the mentality of the food truck. So our sandwiches come out 7-12 minutes tops. When it's real busy, it can be maybe 12 to 15 minutes, but no longer than that. We push it out pretty quick, and they're all done to order, made to order, fresh.
Great. So I was going to ask you guys, so you mentioned about the sizzle truck. So you obviously, do you deliver the same type of sandwiches, same type of food through the sizzle truck as well?
Yeah. Basically, in the restaurant, we do certain sandwiches that are made just for the restaurant, and we have signature sandwiches for the sizzle truck that we started the business off with, and we brought those into the restaurant, such as the po' boy, the steak and cheese, and the chicken souvlaki. Those three are always on the truck
And always in the
restaurant. But in the restaurant, it's a little bit more elaborate. There's more stuff to play with in the restaurant. It's a lot easier in the restaurant opposed to the truck.
Awesome.
So that being said, if you have it in the neighborhood or the best, I mean, not the best, but
the best.
all the best.
The best.
They're the ones in the middle, down the middle of the menu to die for.
That's where I get to play with food.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit of background. I've been in the kitchen since I was a teenager, and I'm 27 now. So,
27.
so I've got about 40 years kitchen experience, and that's all I've really ever done. And Anthony was with Winn-Dixie for many years when we kind of put this together. So we have procurement and menu side. We put it together, and we feel we do a good job. We put a really good product out there.
Yeah.
Plus, you can't go wrong when it mixes Italian and Greek too, right? I mean, you got,
right?
That's
maybe if we threw somebody from a little down south in the mix, we'd put the three together and really come up big.
I know. I wanted to ask you guys. So with the restaurant, obviously with the food truck, you go in and the menu changes from time to time. Not often. You kind of have the staple sandwiches, but it may change from time to time. Is it the same concept with the restaurant as well?
Yeah, I mean the same three sandwiches along with the porchetta, and then we change all the other sandwiches change up all the time.
Okay.
But everything is done. We do everything in like a setting of the food truck. The back of the kitchen, we work it like the food truck. So we're quick, we're fast, and we get it out. And all the way that we run the restaurant is typically the way we run the food truck.
Awesome. I was going to ask you guys. I was actually going to ask that question. Obviously, when you run a food truck, and I have my friends at Juban that I'm always with them, and I see how they run the food truck. And then the way you run a restaurant is a little bit different. And I kind of wanted to see if you guys could, explain a little bit about that. What did you find that it was the biggest differences going from the food truck to, the actual building, right?
Well, I would say the distance of steps.
Yeah, that's true too. I'm always at his back on the truck, and
we're like this on the truck.
It's so there's no room on the truck. There's not a lot of room on there, so.
If I'm cooking on the truck, I can hear the orders coming and what he's saying. So I can just fire it down, and just keep going, and we're quick. When it comes to the restaurant, you can't hear what they're talking about at the register
to start the
until
order.
It goes on the screen in the restaurant. But we did come up with a couple ways to make that so that efficiency is there. We do a lot of portion control. The truck is all portion control, so the restaurant's all portion control. So every day we know how many steaks to take out, how many chickens to take out, how much bread to have on hand ready to go. And it's all, that portion control is a big part of what we do.
Awesome. Cool. And, I wanted to ask you guys, have you received any feedback from, I'm sure it's a split, right? There's people that like the food truck experience. There's people that like the restaurant, the sit-down restaurant, and
Absolutely.
What kind of feedback have you received since you opened in regards to, I liked it better with the sizzle truck, so I'll follow the sizzle truck, or I like this better because I can come here anytime and get it anytime. What was the
It's a
feedback?
mixed feeling, actually.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah,
I think it's a good mix, and I think that one of the big differences is we have a little bit more beer options. We're at the breweries. We're at Fort Myers Brewery. We're at Naples Beach Brewery. We're at Momentum, and we're there, at those breweries ongoing all the time. So they're serving their beer. Here we serve the same beers, but we have 5 or 6 of them on tap, and you get to sit down. I would say that in the summertime, when the heat is out there, they really like coming here because they're getting the same thing that they get on the food truck, less the heat.
Right.
Awesome. And I wanted to kind of ask you guys too. Obviously, with the COVID-19 situation, it affected, all of us. It affected the economy, hence why I'm doing these videos and helping. And I wanted to see how much has impacted you guys, both, obviously from a operational standpoint, but, did you have to change a lot of things? Did you stop the food truck, for example, or did you close the restaurant? And, what are the different measures that you took to make sure that you can keep running?
Oh, so the first thing that I'd like to say is that our prayers go out to everybody. We're all in this together. Everybody hears that. We're all in this together, but there's no one size fits all. Everybody's dealing with it in a different way. Everybody's making their decisions in a different way. Everybody's doing it the way they do it. And my hat's off to everybody that's getting through this. And I respect you for however you handle it. And we just want the same respect back as how we handle it. And know that decisions affect people around you as well as yourself. So just be a little conscious and be a little considerate about your decision. Most people, we like to make decisions on what we feel like doing. I want to go eat here. I want to go drink there because it's a satisfying thing for ourselves. Under these times, you have to kind of be a little more considerate and think about where you're going and how you're interacting. So prayers out to everybody. As far as how it's hit us, slight analogy before I let Anthony take the floor for a minute. Sort of like when the Red Sox won the World Series, the Yankees took a big hit, and we're taking a big hit right now. Okay? Taking a real big hit. So, I know those Yankee fans out there, when we won the World Series, it was bad. This COVID is like Red Sox winning the World Series and being a Yankee fan.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, it's affected us quite a bit. The big thing is, we opened up last May. And we were just getting to a point where we were seeing some numbers and some volume and customers rolling in. And then when COVID hit, boy, I'll tell you, we just jumped right off the cliff. We were everywhere we climbed up to get up there, we just dropped right off. So for us being a new business in this and not having that footing that a lot of other businesses have, it really is affecting us big time. Labor-wise, we're all family. My son, my nephew, my wife, myself, Andy, we're the ones that work it. So that's why we haven't opened the truck yet, because we've only got enough labor right now to kind of cover one or the other. We felt the restaurant was the way to start off until we could get the truck back up and running.
Awesome. I've done quite a few of these now, and a lot of the comments that I hear from people is that, it's tough, but at the same time, it kind of gave us an opportunity to stop the day-to-day and what we're doing and kind of analyze how we were doing things and perhaps change a couple things, improve on a couple things, or it just gave us time to do things that we've been meaning to do for so long and now we're doing. Did that play a role in you guys as well, that you kind of have the time to step back a little bit and look at from a different angle and kind of change things up a little bit that we might expect in the future, or because you haven't been open that long, that there's really not much to change at this point?
I think the fact that we owned the sizzle truck for 5 years, 6 years running, takeout and delivery wasn't a big change for us, because with the food truck, it's almost like everything's takeout. You know what I mean? We package it for takeout to the brewery or the event, wherever it is. So it's coming up to the window, picking it up, and walking away. So it's almost like we were already trained for this. And even though we came into the restaurant and we did have a different landscape coming in, now it's almost like we're running the food truck just in a bigger atmosphere with AC, you know.
Yeah.
But we tend to look inward a lot. We're always looking at what we're doing, the processes, and changing things up. Not necessarily changing up the outcome of the product going out, more or less changing how we get that product out. Hey, can we do it better? Can we do this? So we're always looking that way. And yeah, we had to definitely adapt to this.
Awesome, cool. And you know, I wanted to go back a little bit to the menu and the product of the sandwiches and the food that you serve, because you know, you started telling me a little bit about, you know, the sandwiches, and you kind of mentioned the 4 staple ones that you always have. What are some of the other things that, you know, you might have from time to time, just so that people, you know, that are craving something different might want to try you guys out as well? If you kind of go through a list of them, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
So we do hand cut fries, and we started sizzle fries on the truck.
Oh yeah, those are good.
And the sizzle fries are something we've been doing for a while, and now we do them here at the restaurant. But we've also added Greek fries. Our Greek fries are with feta cheese, our own tzatziki. And remember, again, 100% scratch kitchen. Our tzatziki is house made. Our pickled onions are house made. Everything that we make in-house is made every week. We make a batch of ranch dressing. We have smashers. Smashers are potatoes that we steam. We then smash them, deep fry them. They get nice and crispy. We have a house sauce that goes on it. That house sauce is the base of our garlic aioli, our ranch, and some other fun things in there. And they're a very
Good starter.
Yeah, and a lot of people order them, and a lot of people come back for them.
Awesome. And as far as, you know, I must admit I haven't been there yet, but you know, my goal is to obviously visit you guys. Is it kind of an ambiance that people can go, bring kids, bring family, or you know, if it's just a date, come in, have a beer, have some food? I mean, if you kind of walk people through
really?
that haven't been what it looks like, you know, what it feels like to be in there.
Yeah.
We're small. We're small. We've only got 24 seats, and 10 of those are around the bar. But when we say the word bar, it's just the bar seating. We didn't gear our business to have a full bar of people just sitting and drinking. The beer, the wine, the sparkling seltzers, everything, those are all complimentary to the food. And I don't mean complimentary, you get them free. I just mean complimentary. We're about the food. Our food is scratch made. It's very high quality. Everything we pick out for our proteins, our ingredients, they're all really high quality products. And the sandwiches are really good. You come in and yeah, you can have a beer with it, but we're not looking to, have that beer, that bar full with people and drinkers.
Awesome.
Family, we'll go out of our way. You come in, you get 2 little ones, and I don't know how many times they've said, people have asked us, what do you have for kids? We don't necessarily have a kids menu, but I will go in the kitchen and make fresh chicken tenders out of our fried chicken sandwich. We do a fried chicken sandwich every day. Our fried chicken sandwich is the bomb. It's got house ranch dressing. It's got a zesty bourbon honey, also made in-house. And it's got the chow chow right now, which is a southern cabbage and green tomato relish. And that all put together is really good. So when you come in and you got the kids, we'll go in the back, we'll take that same chicken, we'll cut it into strips, we'll make chicken strips with hand-cut French fries. The kids love them. So we're a family ourselves, so we have no problem. We love when the kids come in, and we take care of them the best we can.
Awesome. That's great. And obviously, here in Naples, we have a lot of a lot of young families with a lot of young kids, and I know myself having 2 young ones. That when we go, it's always where can we can we go that they're, taking care of it as well, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's really cool. And I wanted to ask you guys if you could kind of situate yourselves for people that haven't been there, where you at, and the easiest way to get there, and also if they're looking to look at your menu, website, phone number to call or anything like that.
Yeah. So we're in the
Pelican Larry's Plaza
on
Davis
Davis
Boulevard.
used to be the old Mitch's Cookies.
Yep.
Okay.
We're technically right in the middle of the plaza, between Pelican Larry's and all the way down the end.
East
We're
of Santa
pretty
Barbara.
much in the middle. We are open right now Thursday through Saturday, 3 to 8, doing takeout and delivery. We're going to monitor that and see how everything goes. We're going to be a little cautious. Anthony is the caregiver, the primary caregiver for his mom, who's 88 and wonderful, great health. And myself and my wife are the primary caregivers for Adrian's parents, and they're 80 and 74. So we have to be careful what we bring into the house, and that's been our whole goal. Our goal has been to make sure our staff and their families are taken care of.
So that's one of the reasons why we closed for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to be safe and bring our families safe as well.
And so Thursday through Saturday now, for the plug, if you don't mind me putting it in there,
Go
we
for
are
it.
opening this Sunday.
First time.
First time. We're going to do a Sunday brunch. It's going to be Sunday brunch to go. And in the same tradition of our sandwiches, where everything's scratch made, and our sandwiches they're big, and they're real bulky sandwiches. They fill you up. Nobody leaves here hungry. Well, we're doing 3 sandwiches, Sunday brunch sandwiches. They're all breakfast oriented sandwiches, and
You're going to need a nap after you eat.
yeah, they're going to be good. That's going to be this Sunday from what do we say, 10
to 1?
10 to 1. And we'll see how that goes. If we need to stay open a little later, we will. But 10 to 1, starting this Sunday. You can check that out on the website. The page hasn't been activated, but as soon as we finish up here and I get back to my house and the laptop, I'm going to activate the page. And it's 485degrees.com. And that's where you can find our menu. You can find out a little bit more about us, location, everything. And then you'll see the new page go up tonight, and it will tell you about the sandwiches and give you everything about Sunday's brunch.
Awesome. Yeah. And I'll, so this video, I'll be sure to put on Facebook tomorrow. When I do, I'll also put the link to the page there, and then I'll share. I have a YouTube channel too, and I'll share there as well. So people that didn't have a chance to watch it live can watch it. And one thing I wanted to say is, when you have Tom Popoli from Foxborough Sports Tavern going over there and getting your food and giving a plug for your food, your food is good, right?
Yeah,
So,
that's Tom. Yeah, Tom's a good guy.
Tom Popoli from Foxborough Sports. You're the man, brother.
Yeah.
That's our plug for him. If you haven't been at Foxborough Sports Bar, you got to get down there as well. Tom does a great job, and Tom has been feeding the out-of-work staff from the hospitality industry. And Tom, my hat off to you, brother, because we're small. If we could do something like that, we'd love to do it. But Tom's doing it, and Tom's a great guy, and we just can't say enough about Tom.
Absolutely, definitely check him out.
Yeah. We did a live with him too. It was one of the first ones that I did was with him in Foxborough, and he announced there that he was helping out the people that lost their jobs, and ever since, I think it's wonderful, right? I think it's really, really great. The other thing I wanted to tell is
we can't discount any of the other companies, businesses out there, and small businesses. Everybody's doing their part. So please, because we said Tom Popoli over at Foxborough Sports Bar is the greatest, and he's doing a great job, there's so many others out there doing it as well. And, we just don't have time to list them all or say anything for all of them. But you guys know who you are. And you know what? If you're doing it from here, you know what you're doing, and we appreciate y'all.
Yeah, and I've met a lot of restaurant owners from the area here in the past few weeks, and everybody has the same mindset, right? Like we're a community. We got to work together. We got to take care of each other, and it's that's one of the coolest things of this experience has been so far. It's meeting people that have that, that mentality of just want to help each other and want to, make sure our community is well taken care of. So that's really, really cool. You're right. I mean, I could go on listing all the restaurants that are doing something here, but there's way too many of them, right? So the other thing I wanted to say was, congratulations to you as well, right? So today's your anniversary, and you and Adrian, and I don't think I don't know this stuff. So I know.
24 years. She's still with me after 24 years. She's a wonderful woman, and she made me who I am today. I know she's watching. I love you, babe. 24 years. Amazing.
Awesome. Well, congrats to you guys. I know what's going on. Don't worry about it. So great. And so guys, anything? Say that again.
I said I could tell from the first time we spoke. You know what's going on, brother.
So, anything else that people need to know today? Anything new for this week? Anything on the menu that you guys want to share for this week that it's special that you have in mind already, or?
Yeah, just if you haven't come down, if you heard of us and you haven't come down and try it out. And we're different. We're not doing that anybody else is doing. And I'm not saying that to put us above anybody else. We just wanted to separate ourselves. Like any other restaurant out there, and I can name a bunch of you guys out there that do a great job. We feel we do a great job too. And give us a shot, try us out. I guarantee you'll come back. And then just keep an eye on the menu because it changes a lot. I do a lot of different things, and like I said, there's no banh mi on the menu right now, but I'll be throwing one up again soon. Bulgogi. I mean, I can name it all. Just keep going through and through. Even the Mexican sandwiches, the molletes, and different things that we do on an ongoing basis. You really got to watch the menu and see what's going on.
Awesome. And one last question for you guys. Who's going to win the next World Cup? The next World Series? Yankees or?
Come on, man.
I had to ask that one.
Well. We're not looking too good right now there, Felipe.
No.
We got a lot of work now. A lot of work to do.
Yeah, we got to
move some pieces around, and I like where we're going, but I don't see us
beating the Yankees.
I don't know about that. I don't see us winning that. Let's just say.
Well, we used to be able to say, I don't know about the Yankees, but at least we have the Patriots. But I don't know that we can say that anymore either. So
yeah, you ain't.
Wow,
he doesn't know what you got.
Yeah, you don't know what I got, dude. I'm a rabid fan.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm a rabid Kansas City Chiefs fan. 35 years strong.
No.
Yeah. That's the only non-New England team.
It's
football.
Felipe, this is your Red Sox guy.
Yeah, he definitely lost some points with me right now with this Chiefs stuff. Hello? I can't hear you guys. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.